Hello again, and welcome to Marketing with Purpose. My name is Monica Pitts, and in this episode, I'm super pumped to share with you our question and answer session with Giving Tuesday's Kathleen Murphy-Toms. Now, this was actually recorded during our training session for Como Gives. Now, Como Gives is the year-end fundraiser that we do for our local nonprofits that is powered by the Community Foundation of Central Missouri, and my company is the marketing arm for that particular campaign. Now, I was planning out the marketing workshop, and I have done this workshop for them for the past 4 years, and every year I try to bring in a guest because who wants to sit around and listen to me talk for that long, right? And this year I went out on a limb and I just filled out the general email form for the Giving Tuesday website. And I said, hey, do you guys have anybody over there who could come and talk to us about email marketing? And I got an email back from Kathleen Murphy-Toms, which is their digital strategy director. And she's like, oh yeah, totally. And she jumped on the phone with me, which was completely awesome. And it turned out that we were so on the same page, and she volunteered to come and talk to our 140 participating nonprofits. And it was awesome. And so I was just watching her video the other day, and I got to the question and answer session, and I thought to myself, by golly, I bet so many other people have these questions that it would be a crying shame if I did not share them with everyone. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. I hope that you enjoy this as much as I do. She's really awesome. So let's talk to Kathleen. You're on a mission, and you just need more people to know about it. And whether you're brand new to marketing or a seasoned pro, we are all looking for answers to make marketing decisions with purpose. I'm Monica Pitts, a techie, crafty business owner, mom, and aerial dancer who solves communication challenges through technology. This podcast is all about digging in and going digital. I'll share my marketing know-how and business experience from almost 20 years of misadventures. I'll be your backup dancer so you can stop doubting and get moving towards marketing with purpose. So one of my favorite things about Kathleen is that she shares my passion for making free resources for nonprofits. She likes to make worksheets as much as I do. It's like, this is how we give back, right? So on GivingTuesday.org, I found all kinds of resources that helped me write my free Giving Tuesday email templates. If you download the free Giving Tuesday email templates, you will find links out to the resources that are available over on GivingTuesday.org, or you can just go over there and download them and read them for yourself. She has a complete campaign guide over there. Now, really, there are two reasons that you might download some of those awesome tools from Giving Tuesday. One is that it will help you plan your Giving Tuesday campaign this year. And two is it will show you how to support your supporters so they can talk about you the same way that Giving Tuesday has equipped us to be able to talk about Giving Tuesday. These are great examples of things that you can do to help your supporters feel empowered and secure in talking about the good work that you do and why you do it. So go to GivingTuesday.org, download those free resources. Also come over to MayCreate.com and download those 3 free Giving Tuesday email templates. Hook yourself up for success this 2020 Giving Tuesday. Okay, let's get to business. I'm going to pop up our questions over here. We have some good ones. Okay, so regarding too many ask emails, will you talk about that more?
What do you want me to say about it? We've been talking about this for years now.
Mm-hmm.
When Black Friday rolls around, how many emails are you receiving from the Gap per day? And how much effort does it take you to actually hit that unsubscribe button? I don't do it. I don't know anyone who does it. We deal with the emails. I mean, you can't burn your folks out. You can't. They want to be asked. They want to be asked. Email is by far and away our highest converting tool that you have at your disposal by far and away. These are folks who just simply because they're on your email address list, they're already invested in your cause more than your Facebook users in majority of cases, right? So use that as your disposal. You're going to deploy your targeting that I talked about. So you're not going to be emailing the same exact folks 4 times a day. You might be on Giving Tuesday. That's certainly a possibility on Giving Tuesday. But in majority of cases, you're not emailing these folks more than once every couple of days, even as we get to that week just ahead of Giving Tuesday. I see nonprofits email them every day, and no drop off on unsubscribes, no increase on unsubscribes than they have normally. Folks want to hear from you. They expect to hear from you. It's a horribly missed opportunity if you're not emailing them as much as possible.
Do you have a specific email tracking software that you like? I mean,
my most specific one is I use MailChimp. I've been using MailChimp for, I don't know, years, a decade. I don't know. There's Emma, there's Constant Contact. I mean, there's tons and tons of them. I like MailChimp. I think it's easy to use. I think it's got really great targeting abilities. My other parting advice is to keep one list and then use MailChimp's tagging feature in order to develop your targeted lists.
Yeah.
That way, when you do want to set that, you avoid the dreaded duplicate email issue if you're doing that. That way, there are going to be times when you do want to blanket email everybody the same ask, the same email. That makes it a lot easier.
I agree 100%. And Katie, actually, we used to use groups, and then Katie went in and reformatted all of our emails to be all organized with tags.
Yeah.
Bless her. That was a lot of work this summer.
It is, but then you're set up for success. And this is a tactic. This is setting yourself up for email strategy throughout the year. The best practices for Giving Tuesday apply the same across the entire rest of the year. So if you get your email program and system set up the right way in the first place, which you do, you want to make sure everybody's first and last name are in MailChimp the way that they should be. As much information as you're able to pull into MailChimp, and if you can get your CRM talking with MailChimp, even better.
And then too, in answer to Phil, your question up here, MailChimp will allow you to send personalized emails from a list or a spreadsheet. When I say from a list, I mean from the list in MailChimp, but you have to add additional fields in MailChimp. And then when you upload your information, you can fill in whatever you need to for that. So one might be donation amount from last year's Como Gives campaign, or another one might be an activity that they've done with you. But you can put extra information into their profile, and you can upload it in there with your spreadsheet.
That's exactly why this stuff is so great, because it allows you to personalize your emails, and that's key to making it not. So we were talking about how much is too much. The answer is no emails are too much, as long as you're personalizing these for folks. Every once in a while, put their first name in the subject line. Like Monica said, if you have the ability to add what they gave last year, and you can if you use something like MailChimp, that sort of stuff matters. They want to feel like this is a personal and authentic interaction and not just a transactional one.
I literally, like, if I'm writing emails to people, I pretend like I'm writing them to someone. So I have a someone, and it might be that I'm writing it to Erica. And so I think about Erica and who she is and why I want to talk to her, and like how I would just generally talk to Erica. And then I write the email to her. And there's sometimes where someone will ask me a question that I'm like, that is such a great question. I know other people have this question, and I have already written this personal email to this person that I'm like, I'm going to copy that out and I'm putting it into the email.
It's building personas, right? Like if you've got 3 buckets, you might have more buckets of people and different levels of folks. But if you have 3 levels of folks and your persona, Erica, is one of these middle folks that you're trying to move up to the next level, you're not literally writing a personal email to Erica. You're writing to all of those 20 to 100 Ericas that you have in the middle of your pyramid. And if you use something like MailChimp or Constant Contact or one of these email programs, it makes it a heck of a lot easier and more manageable and far less time consuming for you.
Absolutely. We did have a question that I wrote down on my piece of paper because I took notes. See me? I took notes.
Look at you.
Yeah, I drew a pyramid. I have arrows going to it. So somebody asked earlier, like there's so much information that they've been gathering for their end of year campaign. They just have tons and tons of ideas, and they've got them in links in a Word document, and I totally understand that. There's all these ideas, and every time I hear another idea, I'm like, man, I need to do this. But I really want you to go back to where we started and think about what do you have. So before you decide all the things that you're going to do, you need to understand what you have to work with. You're going to go into your pantry, open up the cabinet doors. What do I have to work with? And then look at all those ideas and think, okay, I can use this with this. And I mean, that is how I would start formulating what you're going to do. So instead of making like an exhaustive spreadsheet, go through and figure out what you've got and what you can apply it to. And then also, if you're going to try to tackle something that's massively new, super new idea, only do 1 to 2. 2 is being generous. Do 1.
Yes, it is. Monica, I say 1 always. You pick one new thing this year. That's it.
Because it's like you're building a process, you're building a system. Your marketing is just like any other part of your organization, and it has to be built. And if you just try to do all these things, and you can't focus on doing any of them really well or tracking it or making it better. So pick 1 and just make sure that it matches with what sticks in your pantry. Okay. These are
and the only thing I'd add is that those things correlate to what it is your goal is for Como Gives and for Giving Tuesday.
Absolutely.
And if you don't have a goal yet for some reason, I have worksheets on that on our website about what your goal might be and how you arrive at your goal and how to quantify that. And then you match those up with the ingredients in your cabinet. So if your goal is focused on your existing current donors, then you might not be spending any time at all developing a Facebook ad strategy because it's not necessary for that. But vice versa, if your goal is to obtain a certain number of new donors, then you might be pulling from a different cabinet and might be focusing your energy elsewhere.
That is, I just love hanging out with somebody else who has worksheets.
I love worksheets.
Worksheets. I've got, and people are like, what? And they're like, this is how I give.
Right?
I give through worksheets. So as I mentioned earlier, before we started the question and answer session, you can get all kinds of free resources on givingtuesday.org to help you power your Giving Tuesday campaign. And also on makecreate.com, we have those 3 free Giving Tuesday email templates ready to download for you. So go to makecreate.com and click on nonprofit resources, download those email templates today and start sending them. I wish you the best of luck with your Giving Tuesday campaigns. You deserve every donation that you get. You guys are so amazing. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for all of the great things that you do for your community and the world. Now go forth and market with purpose.